be too long of a Cyber Thursday. Okay, let's get us on YouTube first. Be too long with Cyber Thursday. All right, we're on YouTube. I can hear myself talking. Cool. All right. Let's see. Let's get some more people out the lobby. Let's get them in here. Go ahead and share my screen. What's going on, Miss Desi, Kenny, Prada?
Hello.
No, don't forget to check out Keenan's song, y'all. He said check out his song so y'all can learn RAID better. That was fun. All right, so what we're going to talk about today, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Welcome to Cyber Thursday. Class, welcome back to Cyber Thursday. If you have any questions while we're going through this, please feel free to let me know. Everyone on YouTube, feel free to throw the message in the chat. Just bear with me if I don't respond to it right away. I'm not going to have the chat open at the same time. But what we're going to talk about today are alternate data streams. Okay, alternate data streams. If you're not familiar with what this is typically how you or an attacker can hide a good file or a bad file inside of a good file, right? That's an attacker would hide a bad file or malware inside of a good file. You may want to hide your passwords from everybody else inside of a file that just looks boring, right? Or looks bland and generic and not like a password file. So let me stop talking about it and just show you, right? So alternate data streams. We're hiding files within files, right? It makes it a little bit anonymous. Remember when we talked about forensics, ADSs, which is, well, this is it, alternate data streams. Type it out. Short for ADS. Okay, so ADS can still be acquired during forensics. All right, a forensic analyst using NKs or autopsy, they can still detect your ADS files. Hey, what's going on, Howard? So what we're going to do is just show you how it's done, since we talked about it, I think, on Wednesday or Tuesday. I just want you to see it. All right, so let's first make a file. I'm going to do all of this on the command line so you all learn how to learn some new things while we're going through this. I can easily open up Notepad. Well, let's open up Notepad because I don't want to confuse people on YouTube. They're not in class with us. So let's open up Notepad first. All right. Now let's type, or this is going to be our password file, right? This shouldn't be passwords that you make, right? Your password should not be along these lines here. Let's just say these are people's passwords and we want to save them to a file. We're going to call this passwords.txt. Okay, that's one file. Now we're going to make another file. Now, before I start typing in here, can you all see the blank Notepad screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Now, this right here, hold on one second. All right, so this is going to be the good file or the legitimate file that we're hiding our passwords inside of. So let's just say this is the boring file that doesn't mean anything to us. We are just going to hide our passwords in here. And I'm going to save this as good file. Okay. So we have, and let's look at the desktop so you can see it. I think I saved it on desktop. Yeah. So I'm going to share my desktop so you can see this. So right here, you can see the two files. We have our password file. If I open that up, and then we have our good file. Okay. password file, good file, password file, good file. We're going to hide this password file inside of the good file. Now, in order to do this, we're going to need to do it through the command prompt. So now you should see my command prompt. If you don't, let me know, but you should see it now. All right. So what we're going to do first, I was going to type ls, but ls doesn't work on the Windows command prompt. That's a terminal command. If I want to list out the contents of my directory, I have to type dir. All right, so I need to pipe, or I need to output the contents of this password file into our good file. Okay. And I'm going to call it, I'm just going to put Cyber Thursday right here. Right. And that just, now watch this notepad. You might not be able to see this. I'll open up the notepad after I type this in. So what I just did was output or store the contents of this password file into this good file, but I named it Cyber Thursday now, right? The good file is no longer, well, there's a good file named goodfile.txt. All right, let's do this. All right, you still see the good file.txt. I didn't delete it. I didn't remove it. It's still there. I just made another file that you cannot see called goodfile.txt : Cyber Thursday. But I just listed out the contents of my directory again. Can you see this file, goodfile.txt : Cyber Thursday? You cannot see that here. It's hidden. What's inside of this are the passwords. But remember, ADS is used to hide data. You can hide malware, you can hide payloads. All we did was hide our passwords inside of this new hidden file. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is open up that file. Goodfile.txt Cyber Thursday. And it might help if I share my screen before I do that. Let me close this stuff out first, though. All right, so this command is going to open up this file. Whoopsie daisy. Here we go. Now we're going to open up this file. Remember, we can't see it. You can't even see it on the desktop. And the file I'm mentioning that you can't see is this entire file name. You don't see it there. You see passwords, you see good file, but you don't see this that we just created. Whoops. All right, here's the file. Now I'm going to go ahead and store these passwords in this file. Boom. Save, close. Boom. You still don't see the file there, do you? Does anybody see it, or am I tripping? Can you see the file? Do you see this file there, anybody? Ms. Desi, Howell?
No.
No? Okay, just making sure I'm not tripping. Open it up. It's there. It's hidden. Okay, it is hidden. The file is hidden using alternate data streams. Okay, so when we were mentioning in class, I think it was Wednesday. All right, I think it was Wednesday, yesterday. When we were mentioning ADS, alternate data streams, we mentioned that this is what threat actors can use, or anybody. Let's not limit it to threat actors. This is what anybody can use to create hidden files on their operating system. And when we say hidden, it's just not visible in plain sight, right? If we were to list out the contents of this directory, you can't see it. It's not in your documents folder. It's not going to be in your downloads folder. You just won't see it. The only person or people who will know it's there are the people who created it, such as you and I just now. or a forensic analyst who uses Autopsy or Encase or one of these fancy forensic tools to acquire data on this hard drive. Then they'll be able to see it, because Autopsy will point it out and say, hey, they created an ADS file. It's right here. Look at it, look at it, look at it. And then we'd be able to see it. Now you can go ahead and do this on you all class, and Telvin, everybody else who still has access to our labs that we use in class. Even if you're not in the class, you should still have access to it. 12 months hasn't expired yet. You can practice this on your Windows operating systems. You can practice this on your local Windows operating system, your own laptops, your own workstation. I advise you to practice it, right? Use it for some type of good purpose. Hide your passwords in it if you want to. No one would be able to see those password files. Okay, this could be your own password vault if you wanted to. I'm not advising you do that, because there are better applications out there that were created for password vaults, but you can practice this. You can use this, you can do this. Any questions, y'all? Told you this Cyber Thursday wasn't going to be that long today.
Yeah, a quick question. Can you just quickly run through that command again? I don't think I see it at the top anymore.
That's probably because I cleared the screen. Let me see. Let's go right here. I'm going to clear my screen again. And if you hit the up arrow on your D-pad, your directional pad, a few times, it goes back to your last few commands. All right, so here. So what we did was we piped, right, this sign right here, greater than sign. We're piping the contents of passwords.txt into goodfile.txt. Okay, but we're also attaching Cyber Thursdays to goodfile.txt. Okay, so we're creating a new file here, right? This colon, sorry, all right, this colon, I was trying to highlight the colon. This colon is telling Windows, the Windows operating system, to attach Cyber Thursday to goodfile.txt, right? Attach this string, Cyber Thursday, whoopsie daisy. This string, Cyber Thursday, to goodfile.txt. So after that happens, we get a new file called goodfile.txt : Cyber Thursday. So what we did, and anytime you see a colon, well, let me take that back. Most times when you see a colon in between a file name, you can assume that ADS is being used here, alternate data streams. So, and when we're using alternate data stream, this file is being hidden in an alternate data stream, right? Hence the name. So it's not visible in plain sight, right? It's not on we're on the desktop right now. If you look at our present working directory, we're under the desktop. But if I list out the contents of this directory, you can't see it because it's hidden in an alternate data stream. So we just created an alternate data stream called Cyber Thursday. Hold on, I think we got a question. Question is, could a hacker find that hidden file with their software? They can find, they can find it with the same software we used in class, Autopsy, right? They can find it with Encase, right? They don't need to create anything abnormal. They can use what's already there. Everybody has access to autopsy. It's an open source tool. It's free. Good question, man. Let me make sure there are no questions on YouTube. Okay. And good question, Telvin. Did that answer your question, Telvin?
Yeah, that was perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So this is just another way to remove data from plain sight, right? Store it where it's not visible to your average user, right? People who are not forensic analysts or people who are not aware of what you are now aware of. Any other questions, y'all?
So then it wouldn't be a good practice then to use the password file for a hacker can use autopsy to see it, right?
Right, but they shouldn't be on your system, all right? Your system should be locked down. If a hacker is on your system, ADS is the last thing we should be worried about. All right, y'all. I don't think we have any other questions. If we do, stop me. If we don't, that is going to be it for this Cyber Thursday. Okay, alternate data streams. Please practice this. All right, make as many alternate data streams as you can just to get more familiar with it. There are a lot of good documentation on the web about it. All right, you can, and a lot of good videos on YouTube as well if you wanted to see someone else do it from a different perspective, which is always great. Okay, it's always great. Other than that, y'all, class, I will see you on Monday. Everyone else, I will see you next Thursday. Please study, class. Please study, please study. YouTube, if you're studying for the Security Plus, please use the weekend to study as well. All right, you gotta really be dedicated to this. You gotta hold yourself accountable, create a schedule, and stick to it. If you're having issues, ask us questions. Class, you can always find me on Discord. Let me know what you need. Send me screenshots to help me help you even better. Other than that, everyone, please hold on to your loved ones. Give them a kiss. Tell them you love them. And I will see you all next week. Peace out.
Peace.